Hi, this is Becky Nunn with Nunn Design, shooting a video on how to mix and use crystal clay. Crystal clay is a two-part epoxy clay that doesn't require any baking, it air dries. By mixing equal parts of the clay together, you create an adhesive that is incredibly strong. The package comes in a box like this. These are some of the projects that you can do, but it is definitely not limited to crystals. It can do so many things, and I hope that you have an opportunity to watch some of the videos that I'm going to be shooting on all of the fun things that you can do with this product. Inside of the kit of crystal clay comes the part A and part B. This is the two parts that once this adheres together or is mixed together, you have up to 90 to 120 minutes to work with the clay before it sets. Once it sets, you no longer can embed and it becomes really, really hard. It continues to cure for 14 to 16 hours, but it is firm to the touch after 2 hours. Also in the kit is a set of gloves that you'll need when you're mixing the clay and an applicator stick. This isn't going to be used in many of the projects, but this is awfully handy. It is a toothpick with a little bit of beeswax on the end, and this allows you to pick up crystals and embed it into the clay. Super handy. Hard to make. Like the Nunn Design resin, the crystal clay is a 1-to-1 epoxy clay. You need to have exact size balls, or close enough, of the part A, which is always the color, and the part B, which is the resin, in order to activate them and have it set up. The room temperature doesn't matter as much, and there is not a faster or shorter curing time as far as I have come across, but I think it's safe to say you have about 90 to 120 minutes before it doesn't set up anymore. The first step is to mix those two balls, and you notice I put the gloves on for this part. When the part B is in its raw form like that, you just don't want to get that on your hands. So I put the gloves on until I have mixed the part A and the B fully together until it is no longer marbled. Then it is activated and I don't have to worry, and I can take my gloves off. Some of the things that I have found about the crystal clay, or questions that I'm frequently asked, are, my clay is hard. If that happens, what you'll want to do before you mix it, you'll just take the packages that you just had, place it into a Ziploc bag, and put it into some hot water or under a hot running tap. That warm water will soften the clay up and make it very easy to work with. Another question that people are often really irritated by is the pigment comes off. I was just working with the white and I didn't get very much on my hands, but some of the other colors like the black, it's very common for the pigment to come off onto your fingers. Another question is, when I'm working with the clay, sometimes it's too gooey. That does matter a little bit because it's hard to embed or make a texture with it. So the best thing to do in that case is just to let it sit for like 5 minutes until it is a little bit more firm. Now my clay is fully mixed. I rolled it into a nice smooth ball, and I'm ready to embed it into a bezel to texturize or sculpt. This is Becky Nunn with Nunn Design, teaching you how to use crystal clay, a fantastic product that is a two-part epoxy clay that air dries, giving you a work time of 90 to 120 minutes.